Hi everyone, it's Jess and welcome to another video. So today I am doing the Totally Didn't book tag, and I got tagged by Jade at JD Ray Reads like absolutely ages ago and I just never did the tag. I think it was like a month ago probably, so I'm now going to do it, obviously. That's why we're here. And I've got all the questions on my phone, so I'm going to go through them. I've looked at them a little bit and some of them are quite similar, I think, to what other people have said, but I thought I'd just go with it anyway, and let's see if I can answer all of these questions. So the first question is, totally didn't need to have a sequel or sequels. So I think for this one, it hasn't come out yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like, and I think I'm definitely going to read it because I love the first one, but I think it's not needed. So we're going to see how it goes, and that is Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and there is going to be a sequel out for this one, I think like next year or something. Even though I absolutely love the first one and it was really good, and I'm definitely going to read the second one obviously when it comes out, because I love her writing, but I don't think the story needs a second. I don't really know where they're going to go from here. The second question is, totally didn't need to have more than one point of view. So this is kind of one that I know that a lot of other people have picked, and I wanted to try and pick something differently, but there isn't many books that I've read that has more than one point of view, apart from a little bit in Akawar so far, and then Fire and Stars does. The only one other than that is Game of Thrones. Everybody picks this one. I love the fact that there are different points of view because it helps a lot with like the scene setting. You don't have to go into the whole point of right, we've moved a whole setting and this is where we are now, etc, etc. You just kind of remember where these characters are, so as soon as you see that you're now onto the next character, you're in a different location. I think there's just too many going on, and it's just really hard to kind of get a grasp of all of that because there's so much happening at once. You're reading from so many different people's point of view. I think often the characters don't sound different, if that makes sense. One, it's hard to kind of remember sometimes who you're kind of reading from, and then they don't sound different anyway, so it's as if like, what's the point, because it isn't even like you're reading from that character's point of view. And then the third question is, totally didn't need to have a cover change art through the middle of a series. So I'm not really sure. I don't think I have any on my shelf that are different like halfway through. So I think the one that I'm going to pick, you can buy two different covers for the book, and I have the cover that I don't like, and that is The Hunger Games. Now you can actually see this book is pretty beaten up. That's how much I just don't really like this cover at all. I don't know what it is about them, but they just don't look nice at all. Just all of these three, and I know that there is a cover change, and I do prefer that one a lot more, so I think I just don't really like these covers. I'm glad that they changed it. I don't know if they changed it from that to this or this to that. If they changed it from the other one to this one, they did something terribly wrong. But yeah. And then the fourth question is, totally didn't need a love triangle. So I tend to just stay clear of these books like as much as possible because I just really dislike love triangles, and the only one that I have read is Heartless, and I get the whole point of the book because it's supposed to be a love triangle and she wasn't allowed to marry Jest. She had to marry the king, obviously, and you know that from like the start, but I just, yeah, I get the point, and I know there needs to be a love triangle in the story, but I just really didn't like the love triangle. Question 5 is, totally didn't need this book to be included in the series. So I haven't read that many series, so this is going to be quite hard. So actually, I'm not really sure which one I want to pick for this because I can't really think of any, because there hasn't been many series that I've read from start to finish. So I'm going to go with quite a kind of controversial one because I'm kind of making myself pick one. I love this book and I love all of the books. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I think this one is a little bit less needed than the others. That would be, although now I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit, so that would either be The Chamber of Secrets or The Prisoner of Azkaban, because I feel like they're almost kind of filler novels, because in The Philosopher's Stone you obviously get Voldemort is there, you know, he's back, kind of see hints of him, then you kind of wait until the fourth one, and obviously there's the whole thing about the Death Eaters and Sirius Black and all that kind of stuff in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Chamber of Secrets, obviously somebody's opened the Chamber of Secrets and that's pretty big. I feel like maybe those two books could be together almost. Obviously I wouldn't change anything and I love them all, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I'm just trying to make myself pick something. The next one is totally didn't need a cliffhanger. I've got it. I know which one I'm going to pick. I think Illuminae. Didn't need a cliffhanger at the end. It's totally good as it is. I understood the end. I feel like there doesn't need to be a cliffhanger because you've kind of finished that story and then you don't get anything more from another story. And then the next question is totally didn't need to have just one point of view. I'm not 100% sure I'm happy with my answer for this, but we're just going to go for it anyway. And I think that's ACOTAR. I really liked Akamath and I really enjoyed that, but I think ACOTAR, I get it, but it was just really slow compared to the second book. I think maybe a second point of view would have really helped, and that second point of view could have changed, so you could have had dips in from other characters throughout the story, so you always had like 2 points of view, but the second point of view could have been different characters at different times, because I think it just took Favourite a really long time to take in all of that knowledge, and you're sort of learning as slow as she is, as like the other world. I think it's just too slow, so I think it would have been more interesting if you would have known more than she did. So you would have found out the information about Prithian and you knew more than her, so you were waiting for her to find out. I think that would have been a lot better. Nothing happened until like 70%, and I feel like if you had more points of view, I guess maybe it wouldn't have been so dramatic in times, but I think it really would have helped with the flow and the pacing. And question 8 is totally didn't need that much hype. Not really sure what to pick for this one because I'm kind of getting to the point where I've kind of told you about all of the books that I've read. So I think I'm gonna go with Hunger Games. I really do enjoy Hunger Games and I think the films are good, but I don't think they're as good as people say that they are. I'm not like massively in love, and I don't think my life is completely changed because of it. Next one is 9 totally didn't need a relative book reference. I think I'm gonna choose Caraval for this because I know a lot of people struggle, and I actually went into this book quite blind. I think a lot of people expected it to be quite a lot like the Night Circus and that kind of thing, so I think a lot of people went in with a lot of expectations that then weren't met, but I think if they didn't go in with those expectations, they perhaps maybe would have loved it more, and potentially as much as I did. I gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved this, even though I haven't read the Night Circus, so you know, but I'm just kind of putting it out there. I really enjoyed this book because I went into it blind. I was surprised. I think some people were surprised it wasn't what they thought it was, so they didn't enjoy it as much. Question 10, which is the final question, is totally didn't deserve my time. A lot of books, I think. There's a lot of books that I've read and not finished ever. I think again, Cursed Child, I mean, I'm kind of glad that I read it, just because, you know, it is what it is. My life would be a lot happier without it. But yeah, that is the end of this book tag. Again, thank you so much, Jade, for tagging me. This one is like not overly enthusiastic and all that kind of jumpy and bubbly. Sorry about that, but you know, talking about books I didn't enjoy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll talk to you down in the comments until my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in another one. Bye guys.